Hi, I'm Natalie with Stonehill Retreat. Thought you might enjoy seeing some of what's behind the curtain today. So we have a curtain in one of the EE rooms, and behind it is another kitchen. Who puts two kitchens in the same house? Beats me. I still haven't been able to explain the second bathtub in the master bathroom either, but that is beside the point. So today we're going to be unboxing a lot of soap making supplies. So I'm an artist, I'm a creative, and I do a lot of things that are not creative. But every once in a while I get a bug and I just have to get it out and do something creative. So $500 or so later, I have bought a lot of soap making supplies. And because everything has to turn into a business with me, like I really have time to professionally make soap, I think maybe we'll sell a little soap. And then I thought, maybe we'll have a soap making experience here at the retreat just for fun. Why not? I just had a gal here for 96 hours. She left yesterday. She really wanted some intensive energy enhancement experience, and wonderful lady. We absolutely loved having her, but we're not set up to entertain. This is about your health, and we got to minister to each other, and that was wonderful. But at one point she did get a little bored, and she's like, give me a rag and let me clean something. And this lady is actually primarily blind and has just a little bit of peripheral vision, and she cleaned my stairs, which I thought was really precious. But I thought, if I had a soap making experience, we could have played around with that and had some fun and, given her a little break. I did take her out for tacos one of the days. We celebrated Linda's birthday. Speaking of Linda, she is our in-house clown. She is hysterical, and I just absolutely love her. And a lot of you have heard her testimony of how she had two blind eyes and both of them had their vision restored here. And she dressed up as a witch yesterday, not here, but for a party she was going to. And she looked fabulous. We don't personally celebrate Halloween, but it's her favorite holiday. And I said, oh my goodness, the details. I can't believe you did your hands green. I would have never thought of that. She said, I did not paint my hands green. I just washed off the flesh color covering, which is almost creepy but funny. And she's just, we love her. And all of our members that come for visits love her as well. So I'm going to show you a little bit of what I bought, because I couldn't just, buy enough to make 4 bars of soap and satisfy myself. I got into soap making probably about 20 years ago. My daughter and I went to celebrate her birthday. We went to, it wasn't Hobby Lobby back then, it was Michael's. And we bought some supplies. We went back to her apartment and we made soap until midnight. And we had a lot of fun. And it was just a great mother-daughter thing. And next thing I knew, she created a business. It was called Hannah's Handprints. She had it for many years. And she made soaps and all kinds of other things. So soap colorant. We had to buy soap colorant. And lots of fragrances. I'm trying to see if I can read this without my glasses. This one is oatmeal and honey, and I've already sampled it, and it smells fabulous. I have a knife here. I thought it would be fun to make some Christmas soaps, and the molds can get fairly expensive. I probably paid about 20 bucks for this one. And I'm a frugal businesswoman. If I'm going to do a business, it's not going to be easy to make profit on soap. Okay, there's not a lot of room there for that, especially with the cost of supplies now. And I probably paid somewhere between 14 and 19 bucks. But this one is a wreath with a deer in it. And I thought it was kind of fun if I can figure out how to separate the colors and some things like that. This one is a fun little fairy. And let's see here. I bought a stamp that says 100% natural. And let's see here. This is a loaf soap with some rose impressions in it. I have been studying ideas on Pinterest And I would say that I practically have paralysis of analysis because I have so many ideas and so many things that I would like. And because you all know that I'm addicted to ice cream right now, at least the thought of ice cream. My custom made ice cream cone high heel shoes still haven't come yet. I am excited and waiting for those. And it's getting really close to when they should come. And you better believe I will do a video and show them to you. So this is a pound of goat milk soap. That was about $17. So you can picture that's only going to make somewhere between 4 and 6 things of soap. And then you start adding things like colorant and fragrance. I don't see a lot of profit there. And I do think if you're going to run a business, you should be smart and make it profitable. This one is honey. Ooh, I'm excited about that one. It doesn't take a lot to get me excited when it comes to crafts. So I bought 4 of the little pitchers, and I have smaller ones around. I have a bag of whisks and various utensils. I actually got these on a junk job, and I just had a feeling, I had way more than enough for myself, but I just had a feeling that some of these things would be useful in life. I hung on to them. I gave a whole bunch to a friend yesterday and still pulled out those for me. Now I have the Himalayan rock salt that we use in our salt mixture for detoxing. So I'm going to use that as some inclusions on the soap. But this, I couldn't quite resist. It was probably at least 20 bucks. I don't remember exactly. I will have to look it up when I price everything out. Black Lava Hawaiian Sea Salt. I just think that can add some fun color and texture to some project. And this is a smaller melting pan. It's done double broiler style. You put the water in one pan underneath, and the upper pan you melt the soap, and there is a spoon in there for stirring. So I really have a bunch of fun inclusions. Oh my goodness. Okay. These are more molds. Right now I'm waiting for my IT guy to come and hook my QuickBooks back up to my server. I literally moved my computer from one desk to the next desk in the same room, and I am now disconnected from QuickBooks again, which is probably the 6th or 8th time this year. I'm having to have him come out as opposed to do it remotely because I need him to add some wiring in because I really need to move it to another room. So I've had a week of not being able to do a lot of my work. So that's part of why I can play. But by the time I get this all drugged down here and open up, I'd probably be too tired to do anything. So these are little tiny stones that I can create. They'll be soap, but for inclusions. I think I bought 2 of these by mistake. My son likes elephants, so I literally bought, like I said, I bought the second one by mistake, and they're different. But I thought I'd make him an elephant. He has a little birthmark that he thinks looks like a elephant. And this one has a butterfly. I'm pretty sure I bought and used this exact mold for my wedding. We did kind of a butterfly theme, and I made chocolate for everybody. And when you're making, chocolate for like 30 people out of one mold, it's a process. Oh, these are fun. Okay, here we go. I don't know why, but I really like goldfish, and I've had them a number of times in life. But I thought these might make fun little inclusions, and I didn't find them until after I already bought a bunch of molds. So there are 3 of them that are like goldfish or koi molds. So I will have fun playing around with those. What I don't quite have down in my mind, it's like I know I can figure it out, but doing the different layers of colors, there's a timing that you do with those. This is a little strawberry with a leaf and the white flowers, and I really want to make about a dozen leaves and use them with my roses, but there's only 1 leaf in the mold, which means I've got to make the soap, melt the soap, color it, wait for it to dry, then do another one and another one. So it's fairly labor intensive. And this is probably another fairy. I like things that have wings. They always remind me of angels, and so birds and things like that always kind of delight my heart. So over here, I have a gallon of vegetable glycerin because I was just convinced I might need it. And I'm doing melt and pour soap for starters. I'm not making it from scratch with lye, which is probably less expensive, but I don't really know. But that soap you have to let harden for 4 to 5 weeks before you sell it, which means I have to come up with another location to store it and other assorted things. Let's see. I'm not going to go all the way into that bag. As if one colorant wasn't enough, I had to get metallic colorant. So the first one is liquid. The second one is powder, which is why I bought the glycerin, because it seemed like a wise thing to do. So I have some little teeny Christmas trees. We will see more of those. Let's see, not all of this is for the soap, so I won't pull it all out. This is a ribbon I thought I could use for background, for one that I have an idea for. Let's see. This is another mold, and I can't quite see what it is at the moment. And I love turquoise, and I love blues. So I spent like $14 or $15 just to get that really pretty peacocky color. And most of you know that the room behind me is decorated in a peacock theme. So, and I do have peacock soaps. This is probably it coming out here. Soap molds. And let's see here. So this is, okay, if I can lift it up. I believe this is 25 pounds. No, I'm sorry, it's only 10 pounds. Oh my gosh, I had a hard time lifting 10 pounds. That's funny. Lavender soap base. And it smells good. I love lavender. So let's see. I know that I have lots more over here, but I splurged. Oh, you know what I didn't bring up? Spent like $60 on a soap cutter, as if a knife probably wouldn't have worked. I spent like $70-$80 on a professional soap melter, because it's going to keep it at an even temperature, and then I can pour it out the spout into the different things that I'm going to mix colorant and fragrance into. Talked to my daughter last night. She says, "Mom, be sure to let it cool a little bit before you put the fragrance in, or it'll melt off." So I thought that was a great reminder. I would not have realized that. So I bought I bought 2 different ones of these. These are that little, it's been around for a couple years, the design of the red pickup truck with the Christmas tree in the back. I just thought that would be cute in a soap. And these, for me, Christmas is about glorifying Christ, okay? And so I don't do Santa Clauses ever. And I really like to have things like angels. Sometimes I will do, deer or birds or things, but so these are the 3 wise men and some camels. And I thought those would be adorable in soaps, okay? I did buy some, what are these? Snowflakes, because I really do like snowflakes and snowmen. I bought some deer. We have deer around here in the neighborhood, and I always enjoy seeing deer. Now, I was worried that I didn't have any particularly Christmas fragrance, and my daughter was very much into fragrance. She wrote a book on it, and I used to buy lots and lots of essential oils, and some of these oils are expensive. I saw a lady putting like a cup of fragrance in a loaf of soap, and I'm thinking that's a lot, and that stuff is expensive. But I have blue spruce here and another spruce, so I will have something that's a little Christmassy fragrant. I know that I bought this is apricot and peach, which is not Christmassy, and honeysuckle nectar. I love honeysuckle. And somewhere in here will be one about cherries. These are more of the red trucks. These are different. They're of course plastic, but they're a little bit more 3D. And they have the Christmas tree on them. And let's see. Okay, I can see we have more heavy soap in here. Okay. I really like clear soaps. And the honey is way more expensive, but I couldn't resist. I love honey. So this is another 10 pounds of honey soap. I know some people just start small and they have a little bit of fun and they get it out of their system, and I have to do the whole shebang, which is silly. I think it was going to be a couple $100 to buy the 25 pounds, and I stopped at 10 pounds. So at least I resisted that. I probably won't. Okay. This is a whole soap mold kit. I thought it had 2 of those molds in here, and it looks like it only has 1. The molds are thin enough that you have the box around it to hold it, and it's going to be easier to take off than that rose one that I showed you, which is a pretty thick mold. And then it has some cutters and a little thing to cut it. I bought this for about 26 bucks after I had already spent the money on the, I don't know, what is it, a $57 cutter, which I guess I've had it recently enough and not opened it that I might be able to send it back, but I probably won't. Do I know which one this one is? I don't. This is another flavored soap that I'm sure is going to smell really good, and I don't know where my cherry blossom fragrance went, but that's everything. So tell me what fragrances you like in a soap. Tell me what kind of soaps you like. Tell me what you think is a fair price to pay for a kind of exotic, one-of-a-kind soap. And tell me if you would be interested in a soap making experience at Stonehill Retreat. Thanks for watching and have a great day. Bye-bye.